Colby Ag, Western State Bank, Homeland Realty and Auction, Taco John's of Colby, Strut Insurance Services, and Cornerstone Ag. The Eagles on Radio are also presented by Next Tech Wireless, Northwest Kansas Chiropractic, the Colby Free Press, Colby Dodge, People's State Bank, Stevens Construction, McKee Incorporated, Walmart of Colby, Grunlock Chiropractic, Farmers Emergency Bank, El Dos de Oro, High Plains Co-op, and McDonald's of Colby. This is the Eagles on Radio on 100.3 The Rise, a presentation of Rocking M Media.
Well, good afternoon and welcome back to Goodland, Kansas for Day 3 of the 30th Annual Topside Tip-Off Basketball Tournament. Hats off to the crew here in Goodland. They have put on an excellent event again this year. It's been a fun tournament to watch. Championship games are coming up this evening. We got a couple of third-place games for you today. Here on 100.3 The Rise, the Colby Eagles going to take on the Goodland Cowgirls here in this first third-place game, and then we'll have Colby versus Ray on the men's third-place game coming up immediately following this one. This could be interesting. This could be one of what could possibly be 5 matchups between Colby and Goodland on the girls' side during the season this year. They're going to play this one in the tournament, which they try to avoid, but you can't necessarily. It depends on how things play out. But again, you're going to have the matchup here. We're going to play again next week against Goodland on Friday here at the Max Jones. And then we could meet again at the Orange and Black Classic, and then possibly again at Substate. So before it's all said and done, you could have 5 different matchups between Colby and Goodland on the girls' side this year, the way things are playing out here early on. Colby and Goodland, again, obviously arch rivals down the road from each other, same conference forever, and usually have some pretty good basketball games against each other. It's always one of those where everybody's up and ready to go for it. We'll talk about last year and how these two teams matched up and look at how we look at things coming into the game here tonight after word from our sponsors. Let's get things going here. This is the Funk Optometry pregame show, the Eagles on Radio and Colby basketball on 100.3 The Ride.
This is Brett Armberger with Farm Credit of Western Kansas and Colby. At Farm Credit, we support rural communities and agriculture with reliable, consistent credit and financial services today and tomorrow. Farm Credit's mission is providing farmers and ranchers with the capital they need to make their business successful. And because a steady flow of credit means more jobs and economic growth, Farm Credit is helping invest in the vibrancy of your local community. Stop in and see me on Tuesdays from 10 to 2 at E.C. Millick Insurance Agency in Atwood. Call me at 462-1113.
Everyone has regrets. The time you gave yourself a haircut, maybe that second bean burrito, or not knowing whether your insurance covers this or that till it's too late. But with SuperCheck from Farm Bureau, an agent can review your current coverage, find any gaps or discounts that could save you money. Don't woulda, coulda, shoulda later. SuperCheck your coverage today. Call Farm Bureau agent David Brown in Colby or Atwood at 800-670-2661. Farm Bureau Property and Casualty Insurance Company, Western Agricultural Insurance Company.
Dying is one of the few events in life that is certain to occur, yet one we are not likely to plan for. Hi, I'm Jason with Ballman Mortuary in Colby, Atwood, and Oakland. Pre-arranging your funeral service is a great way to make sure your family is taken care of, even after you're gone. At Ballman Mortuary, we'll help you plan ahead, make sure that your wishes are taken care of, and the type of service, monument, and casket you would like. We can set up pre-funding arrangements designed specifically for end-of-life needs. At Ballman Mortuary, we are dedicated to ensuring that your loved one's memories are cherished. See our website at ballmanmortuary.com today for more information.
Picture this. You're on the beach for a beautiful sunset. All the vibrant red, orange, and yellow colors reflecting off the blue ocean water. Watch the waves wash in. The white sand. The kids bury their siblings next to giant sand. As you picture this in your mind's eye, is it perfect, or do you have to squint because it's blurry? Make sure your actual eyes see as vibrant as your mind's eye. Get your vision examined at Funk Optometry in downtown Colby, Atwood, and Hotsey. Funk Optometry. See it as you picture.
Wow.
A typical reaction from homeowners who just walked into a kitchen by Northwest Kansas Decorating Center. We call it a wow factor.
Wow.
And the reaction of others when they see their cabinet, countertop, and backsplash work. Northwest Kansas Decorating Center can take your bland kitchen and make it grand. With the finest cabinets, countertops, and flooring designed and installed by their professional team. Go to nwksdecoratingcenter.com. Get ready to be wow.
Northwest Kansas Decorating Center, 4th Street in Colby.
Pizza Hut, Colby, Kansas is the place to explore flavor, whether it's classic flavor like pepperoni, meat. Back to you in 30.
Thank you.
The cockadoodle bacon, or nearly a dozen flavors of wing straight wings. Pizza Hut in Colby, Kansas has your flavor tonight. Stop by for the amazing lunch buffet, dine in anytime, or call 462-8206 for delivery. Pizza Hut in Colby, Kansas. That's the flavor of now. Now back to more of the Eagles on radio on 100.3 The Ride.
Welcome back. You're listening to the Funk Optometry pregame show. The Eagles on radio on 100.3 The Ride. There we go. As pregame show brought to you by the good folks at Funk Optometry. They have offices in downtown Colby, Atwood, and in Hoxie, Kansas, and there for all of your eye care needs. So stop in to see Dr. Sam Funk and the crew for an exam today, or maybe you need to get new contact lenses or glasses. They can get you fitted for all of those and taken care of and serviced at the Funk Optometry. Again, offices in Colby, Atwood, and Hoxie, all downtown. Funk Optometry. They bring you the pregame show tonight here on 100.3 The Ride. Colby and Goodland getting set to go head-to-head here in the first of at least 3 matchups between these two teams on the season. And looking at this, you go back to last year, and these two teams met a couple of different times last year. They met first back in January on the 9th of January, and Colby won that contest 59-41. And then they played again in Goodland on the 13th of February, and Colby won that one 51-22, the final score of that contest. And really the Eagles have lost nobody off of that team from last year. Goodland does have a fairly young roster as well. If you look at them coming into this game, with the exception of a couple of seniors in Jesse Duell and Perry Seek. They do have height, obviously. Perry Seek at 6'2". They've got Lauren Keir at 5'10", and Emma Lehman in there at 5'11". She's a freshman, so a little more height than Colby has. But again, Colby going to try to do it from the with their shooting, and that's been kind of a rough spot, really, in this topside tip-off tournament. Colby usually a very good shooting team, but they have struggled in this tournament to get shots to go. They've done a great job defensively. They've had moments where that offense has been clicking, but as a whole, they've been struggling a little bit on the offensive end of things. So hopefully they can get the ball to go through the hoop a little bit more in this contest today and use their defense again to set up those good offensive looks in the contest. It's been a good tournament here, the topside tip-off again this year. We talked about it. I think they do an excellent job here in Goodland of putting on a very classy event, and year in and year out, it's always a good tournament. Got the championship games coming up tonight, which will feature on the girls' side Norton and Ray going head-to-head, and on the boys' side it'll be Yuma taking on Lakin tonight for the championship here at the topside tip-off. The men will play Ray later on today, the Colby men, immediately following this game. They'll take on the Ray Eagles for third place in the tournament on that one, so stay tuned. We're going to take a break, come back, and we'll get you set up with more after a word from our sponsors. You're listening to the Eagles on radio and the Funk Optometry pregame show on 100.3 The Ride.
You have a name. So the next time you travel to that big city Mega Monster sporting goods store, ask them if they know your name.
Well, give me a minute.
Ask them if they know Northwest Kansas and the tri-state area.
Northwest where? Is that by Wisconsin or something? You know what? I'm only part-time here anyway.
Now visit the Sport Shop in Colby.
Good morning, Sally. Looks like a promising year for the Eagles.
The Sport Shop offers the same great variety and selection as the mega super-duper sporting goods stores. They're small enough to remember your name, your school mascot, solve problems, and answer questions. The Sport Shop in Colby.
Love can be the most difficult experience in the system. But at Kirstenbrock Funeral Chapel, we are ready to ease your burden during your time free. We serve all of Northwest Kansas and offer reliable and professional services, including funerals, monuments, and memorials. Contact Kirstenbrock Funeral at 785-462-7979. Let us help you with your box. That's 785-462-7979 or online at KirstenbrockFuneralChapel.com.
Service Master in Colby, Kansas wants you to know that your carpet is like a huge airfield, trapping dust mites, pollen, bacteria, and every time you walk across your carpet, you stir those things up in the air, and you and your family are breathing all that in. It irritates lungs, complicate asthma, and even make you sick. But for more than 50 years, Service Master Clean has been serving both residential and commercial customers. The pros at Service Master will
will do whatever it takes to make sure you and your family live in a happy, healthy, clean home. Call Service Master at 785-462-3423. Started today. Warm savings for the cold weather at Plum Creek, a unique clothing store in Colby that offers fashion for the holidays. Ladies and missies, they'll dressy to fancy or comfortable and casual. And they have a lot of sweaters in. And for the guys, a wide selection of name brand jeans and shirts like polos and dress shirts, plus ties, a lot of sports jackets in. And check out the prices on the very stylish, very popular Cinch products in at Plum Creek Limited, where they rent tuxedos in downtown Colby.
Your farm doesn't close when the weather kicks up. That's why Colby Ag Center in Colby, Kansas carries Case IH Compact Farm All Feed and Compact Farm All Feed CVT tractors with cabs. The roomy, open platform provides an exceptional operating environment designed for all weather comfort. And while you're in the driver's seat, knock out every task using a wide variety of loader attachments and implements. For more on Case IH Compact Farm All Feed and CVT tractors, in-cab and non-cab configurations, see Colby Ag Center in Colby, Kansas.
This is J.L. Evans with Western State Bank of Colby. It's hard to believe that we are starting our second year at our new home on the rink.
Back to you in 30.
Continue to grow the entire state.
Thank you.
I would like to introduce and welcome our new Vice President, Mr. Matt Smith. Matt was born here in Northwest Kansas and comes to us with significant banking experience. Matt specializes in agriculture and commercial loans, so come on in and meet Matt here at the Western State Bank located across from Dillon's on South Range of Colby. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Now back to more of the Eagles on Radio on 100.3 The Ride.
Welcome back. You're listening to the Eagles on Radio and Colby basketball on 100.3 The Ride as we continue here. As getting set up for Colby versus Goodland tonight. Kind of an odd situation here. Colby, the top team on the bracket, so they are the home team. So they will play Goodland on Goodland's home floor, but Colby will be the home team on the scoreboard tonight. Eagles looking to pick up their second win of the topside tip-off and third win of the season. Again, came up 5 points short in the contest yesterday in what was a really good basketball game, one that Colby led for a good chunk of time in there, but just couldn't finish it off in the second half. Had an atrocious third quarter where they were outscored 17-4 by Norton, and just couldn't overcome that. Did battle back in the fourth quarter and got it close, but again couldn't get over the top and get the win on that one, despite leading the majority of the game. In fact, they outscored Norton in every quarter but the third. But again, that third quarter was just terrible, 17-4. They were outscored. Two teams out on the floor finishing up their warm-ups here. And we'll get to our starting lineups and get you set for the opening tip-off of tonight's game from Goodland here in just a couple of minutes. A lot going on around the area. Of course, the big wrestling tournament in Colby this weekend as well, the Eagle Invitational, and what an event that is. And kudos to Matt Sims and his crew for putting on a great event this year, and an exceptional dual tournament that always gets good attendance and tons of teams in town, and brings a lot of people into Colby. So, again, a great event there. We are ready for this third-place game here at the Max Jones Fieldhouse. Time to take a look at the starting lineups for the two teams, brought to you by the good folks at Farm Bureau Insurance. Your local agent, Dave Brown, with offices in Colby, Atwood, and in Hoxie, Colby and Atwood, to better serve you with your insurance needs when you need them. Of course, for all your insurance needs, see Dave Brown with Farm Bureau Insurance. Well, the starting lineups for the two teams for Goodland, who, again, is the visiting team on the scoreboard tonight. It will be Jesse Duell, the 5'3" senior, in the starting lineup. Doug Rudy, the 5'7" junior. Kirsten Kent in the starting lineup. Kent, a 5'2" junior. Brooke Drennan in the starting lineup, a 5'6" junior. And number 51, Kerrigan Rudolph, will round out the starting lineup. Rudolph, a 5'9" junior. Starting for Colby tonight, same group that we've seen all season long. Tessa Hauser. Okay, that's not correct. Colby tonight, we're going to see Hallie Vaughn, the 5'7" junior. Also in the starting lineup, Brittany Foss. Foss, the 5'4" junior. Brooklyn Jones, the 5'5" freshman, in the starting lineup. Jill Stevens, the 5'9" junior. And Kennedy Stanley, the 5'8" sophomore will round out the starting lineup for Colby in this contest tonight. So again for Goodland, Jesse Duell, Tage Weeder, Kirsten Kent, Brooke Drennan, and Kerrigan Rudolph. And Colby, Allie Ron, Reddy Foss, Brooklyn Jones, Jill Stevens, and Kennedy Stanley. Starting lineups this afternoon were brought to you by the good folks, again, at Farm Bureau Insurance. Dave Brown, your local agent with offices in Colby and Atwood. Goodland, and they're visiting black uniforms with gold numbering and white trim, the gold and white stripe down the side, and the big G logo on the left pant leg. Colby in their home white uniforms with orange numbering and black trim, a black and orange stripe down the side, and a Power Eagle logo in black on the left pant leg. Two teams are getting set here. And we'll huddle up around their two head coaches and get their final thoughts. Bill Bierman, the head coach of the Goodland Cowgirls, assisted by Connie Livengood, a former head coach here, and Shane Holleran. Colby, again under the direction of Tom Stevens, assisted by John McKee. Rudolph ready at midcourt to jump for Goodland. Kerrigan, the 5'9" junior, and jumping for Colby. Kennedy Stanley, the 5'8" sophomore. Ball in the air, and Stanley tips it into the hands of Brooklyn Jones. We are underway. The freshman point guard across midcourt for Colby. Gets it left side to Foss. Foss, a great defensive player, struggled last night, got into a lot of foul trouble. Here's the three-pointer by Jill Stevens, top of the key, that doesn't go. Given away with a rebound. Cowgirls up the floor with it. Tage Weeder kicks it outside in the hands of Brooke Drennan. Drennan, top of the key, back on the right side now to Kent. Kent looking, top of the key. Drennan, back to Kent on the top right. Colby in his zone, and here's Foss running in there and tying it up. Jump ball called, and this will go to Goodland on the alternating possession. Cowgirls will inbound under their own goal. Just underway in the opening quarter. Goodland, inbound pass is in right side. Jesse Duell, pull-up jumper off the mark. Rebound pulled down by Vaughn for Colby. Howley going to take it up the floor for the Eagles. Swings it underneath to Kennedy Stanley, cutting through. A great pass by Vaughn. She'll get the assist. Stanley with a two. Colby on top 2-0 here in the opening minute of play in this third-place game tonight. They didn't get the points on the scoreboard here, but they will. There they got it. Goodland with it on the left side now. Weeder kicks it over in the right corner to Kent. Now underneath, the shot is up, and they're going to call a foul on Kennedy Stanley as she swatted away the shot from Kerrigan Rudolph. So Stanley going to pick up the foul. That's the first on Kennedy, first team foul. And this puts Kerrigan Rudolph at the line to shoot two for Goodland. Dribbles 3 times, sets and hits the first one. Gets set for her second attempt. Sydney Hahn checks into the game for the Cowgirls. Jesse Duell comes out. Second free throw, no good. The rebound pulled down by Colby. So 2-1, Colby on top here in the early going of this ball game. The Eagles with it. Stanley, top of the key. Looking underneath, finds Jill Stevens. Outside to Jones, baseline for 3. Off the back of the rim, no good. Rebound pulled down by Goodland. Cowgirls have it in the hands of Brooke Drennan. Drennan across midcourt, drives right side, picks up her dribble, kicks it out into the hands of Tage Weeder. Now back up top of the key, looking underneath. Ball into the hands of Drennan. Outside three-pointer, good. Knocked down by the Cowgirls, Tage Weeder. And Goodland on top, 4-2 here in the early going. Colby with the basketball. Eagles driving. And nice little work by Stevens trying to hit it to Kennedy Stanley, who was cutting through on the backside. And pass was just a tiny bit off the mark, though. And Goodland got the steal. Cowgirls up the floor. Drennan passes baseline and the travel on Goodland's Sydney Hahn. Cowgirls with a substitution. Perry Seek checks into the ball game. The 6'2 senior into the lineup, and Kerrigan Rudolph comes out. Eagles trailing by 2 with a basketball. Stevens finds the backdoor cut. And that is Brooklyn Jones cutting through there. Gets the bucket. Now the inbound pass stolen by Hallie Vaughn. Bucket and a foul. So Vaughn gets the 2 for Colby. She'll go to the line to shoot. And the score is 6-4 in favor of the Eagles.
Kirsten Kent. First personal, first team foul. We have one shot coming following the main basket.
Vaughn at the line to shoot. It's up and in there. So Hallie with 3 points in the game. Substitution. Jones comes out. And Dodson checks back into the lineup for Colby, or checks in for the first time tonight. And the Eagles going to put a little full court pressure on Goodland here. Trap set, and we're going to have a reach-in foul on Foss. No doubt about that one here. She got a piece of the arm, but she was trying to knock that away. And Foss got into foul trouble last night. Colby not going to waste any time. Foss will come out. And in at her place will be Brielle Bangy. Goodland gets the inbound pass in. Colby with a quick trap. Cowgirls will pass out of it into the hands of Drennan, who gets it across midcourt and sets up the offense. Swings it over on the right side. Colby on top. 7-4 in this game. Goodland with it. 3-pointer on the right side, or a jumper on the right side, no good. Seek with the rebound. And the putback. Perry Seek with the bucket. And the Colby lead is 7-6. 5 minutes to play, first quarter. Eagles with it. Little backdoor cut by Colby, and easy bucket for Brielle Bangy. They're running that pick and roll, and Goodland is not covering the player rolling after the pick. Colby's had 3 easy lay-ins off of those. 9-6 to score. Eagles on top, and the ball out of bounds off of Hallie Vaughn. She knocked it away from the Cowgirls, Brooke Drennan, as she tried to take it across midcourt. Goodland with some substitutions. Emma Lehman checks into the ball game, and Michaela Bierman also in there for the Cowgirls. So Goodland's showing some depth here. They've got a lot of players that have checked in, but trying to get some offensive rhythm, and they get it here. Tage Weirman, who's hit her second 3 of the game. Tage Weeder, 9-9 to score. We are tied up. 4:12 to play. The Eagles with the basketball. Dodson gets it over to Kennedy Stanley. Skip pass. Here's Stevens with a little head fake. Doesn't have time for the shot. And now there's one thrown away. There's a little miscommunication between Bangy and Stevens on that one. So Goodland will get it here. 9-9 the score with 3:51 to go in the first. And here's the steal. Well, loose ball. Now what are we going to call? We're going to have a foul on Colby on this? I hate these kind of fouls when it's a loose ball and both players are diving for it. Nobody has control of it, and you call a foul on somebody. There's no pushing. They're just diving on the floor. But there's contact, so I guess you got to call something. And now it's underneath here. And a foul on Colby again. The first one was on Bangy and the loose ball. And this one was also on Bangy. Inbound pass is in. Goodland with the basketball. They'll swing it around the top of the key. Left side jumper on the way. Way off the mark, but the rebound and the putback is good for Tage Weeder, who has 8 points in the game. And Goodland back on top now, 11-9. Eagles with it. Dodson to Bangy. Skips it over to Hallie Vaughn on the right side. Thought about the 3. Defender coming. Pulls it up. Kicks it over to Kennedy Stanley. Eagles with it. Bangy to Vaughn for 3. It's short. And Hallie just hasn't quite found her rhythm here in Goodland. Cowgirls with the basketball. Weeder lobbing it underneath, trying to get it into Seek. Knocked away. Cowgirls come up with it, though. The shot missed, and then a good rebound pulled down by Kennedy Stanley. She did a great job of boxing out a much taller player. And Seek. Eagles with it. Jill Stevens, left side, long three-pointer. In and out, no good. Rebound knocked out of bounds off of Goodland. It'll be Colby ball. Eagles will make a substitution. Brooklyn Jones checks back into the ball game. And Bangy comes out with those 2 fouls. Colby will inbound underneath their own bucket. On the left block. Jones will throw it in. Brooklyn finds Stevens, top of the key. Inside to Kennedy Stanley. Back out to Stevens. Open. Three-pointer. That one's good. Jill Stevens with the 3. Off the assist from Stanley. It's 12-11. The Eagles reclaim the lead. 2:11 to go here in the opening quarter. Rebound, the Goodland shot on the left elbow does not go for Bierman. Rebound pulled down by the Eagles. Colby up to 4. Allie Vaughn right side for 3. This one a little short. Rebound pulled down by Goodland's Kerrigan Rudolph. And the Cowgirls will hustle it up the floor again. Ball on the top right side. Bierman drives, tries to feed it into Seek. It's tipped by Kennedy Stanley and eventually stolen by Dodson. So the Eagles trying to add to their 1-point lead. Colby with it. Jill Stevens has it at the left elbow. Pull-up jumper is in and out, no good. Rebound tipped around, and Goodland comes away with it. Cowgirls up the floor. Brooke Drennan. Right side to Kerrigan Rudolph. Back to Drennan. Little head fake. She'll drive. Kick it over in the corner. Rudolph jumper on the way. Way off the mark. Rebound pulled down by Hallie Vaughn for the Eagles. So Colby with the basketball. Vaughn did a great job of saving that from going out of bounds on the baseline to keep the possession alive for Colby. Jill Stevens for 3 at the top. Doesn't go. Rebound pulled up. Pulled down by Kennedy Stanley and then tied up by Goodland. And Stanley cut her elbow a little bit on the play. It's not bad, but it's bleeding, and that means she'll have to come out of the lineup till they get it covered up.
Along with Kirsten Kent once again.
All right, Colby will inbound here underneath. Jones finds Stevens in the corner. Didn't have time for the shot. Good job that time by Kerrigan Rudolph for rotating over defensively for Goodland. Eagles with it. Dodson to Jones. Skips it over to Stevens. Sets for 3. Knocks it down from the corner. Jill Stevens with her second 3 of the game. She's got 6. And Colby up 15-11. A bad inbound pass by Goodland, and the Eagles are going to get it right back. A chance to add to this lead here in the opening quarter. And because nobody touched that for Goodland, it's Colby's going to actually inbound from where that was thrown in by Goodland, which is underneath the Colby basket. Brooklyn Jones will do the inbounding, finds the Vaughn in the corner for 3. Back-to-back 3s for the Eagles as Hallie Vaughn knocks it down, and Vaughn now with 6 points in the game. 18-11, the Eagles lead. 22 seconds to go here in the opening quarter. Goodland with the basketball now stolen. No, Vaughn had it for a second. Couldn't hang on to it. It ends up out of bounds. Good job that time by Brooke Drennan of Goodland to just tap it away from Vaughn enough to avoid the turnover. Cowgirls with it in the corner. 3-pointer on the right side is bouncing around. That goes in. Well, that didn't look good at all when it left the hands of Kerrigan Rudolph, but she got the home roll on that one for sure. And then Colby will fire up a shot here at the end of the quarter. That is no good from midcourt. 18-14, Colby on top, into 1. We'll take a break. Second quarter coming up after a word from our sponsors. You're listening to the Eagles on radio and Colby basketball on 100.3 The Ride. Hello? You what? Oh, you're in big trouble. You're in big trouble, young man. You talk to Mommy and you stop doing that.
Taco John's wants to help you simplify your holiday shopping and help you score a $5 TJ bonus card. First the shopping. Need something for your coworkers? Give them Taco John's gift cards. Don't know what to get your BFF? Give them Taco John's gift cards. Mom, dad, brother, sister? Forward. Taco John's gift cards. Now the $5 bonus card. That's simple too. Just buy $25 in TJ gift cards and you get a $5 bonus card for you. It's going to be a very Merry Christmas. Only at Taco John's.
Taco John's in Colby.
Now back to more of the Eagles on radio on 100.3 The Ride.
Welcome back, 18-14. Colby on top of Goodland at the end of the first quarter. It'll be Goodland basketball in the alternating possession to start the second quarter tonight. Cowgirls get the inbound pass in. They'll kick it out on the baseline. Now back up on the top left, Drennan. Right side to Duell. Back to Drennan. Again, Goodland swinging it around against the zone here, trying to be a little more patient with the offense, see if they can get a good look. Colby doing a good job of rotating on the zone. Here's one thrown into the lane, ball tied up, jump ball called. Colby will get it. Good job by Foss. She knocked it loose initially and then got a hand in there on it, as did Tage Weeder. That's Jesse Duell. And that leads to the jump ball. Colby gets it. Leading by 4 with the basketball. Shields, who's into the ball game, finds Stevens. Stevens out to Brooklyn Jones for 3. Knocks it down. Good job by the freshman Jones getting set there in the corner, catching and knocking it down. Third Eagle to hit a 3-pointer in this game, and Colby up 7 now, 21-14. Just underway in the second quarter. Goodland with it. Here's one knocked loose by Jones, and then as she tried to come up with a loose ball, she committed the foul. Reach in. First personal. 15 foul already on Colby. Goodland with just 1. Cowgirls inbound pass in. They rotate around, get a look at 3. It does not go for Drennan. Rebound on the putback by Goodland, also no good. Stevens gets the board for Colby. The Eagles will get it up the floor. Foss to Shields. Stevens. Jones for 3. Off the mark, and the rebound pulled down by Duell for the Cowgirls. Goodland with it on the right side. Duell doesn't have it. Kicks it outside to Drennan. Back to Duell in the corner. Foss on her. Lob underneath, trying to get it to Seek. Tipped and stolen away by Shields. They're trying to get it into Rudolph, I should say, that time. Eagles with it off the turnover. Left side. Brooklyn Jones. Jones puts it on the floor here. Picks up a dribble. Hands it off to Foss. Goodland trying to force Colby to stay on the left side of the floor. Eagles able to swing it over the right side, and here's Vaughn for 3. In and out, no good. Rebound pulled down by the Cowgirls. They'll take it up the floor. Brooke Drennan has it stolen away. Stolen away by Stevens. Jill gets it across midcourt for Colby. Feeds it underneath to Vaughn. Hallie's shot in the paint is good. 8 points for Hallie Vaughn in the game. And now we're going to have a whistle and a blocking foul here in midcourt. This will be on Vaughn, I believe. I don't think she got set. No. So Vaughn with a foul, her first 6th team foul. Colby with his substitution here as Kennedy Stanley checks in. A timeout taken by Goodland. A full timeout. Back in 60 seconds with more basketball here on 100.3 The Ride.
Don't just insure your stuff, strut your stuff with Strut Insurance Services. Darwin and his professional agents in Colby and Brewster represent a wide variety of insurance companies. They can personally shop for a specific company and policy that offer you the absolute best coverage for the best price on most anything you own. Auto, motorcycle, home, crop, farm. If it adds a value to you, they can cover it. Strut Insurance Services is locally owned and operated with hometown agents that are experienced and offer fast claims. Located at 1675 West 4th Street in Colby and Brewster. Just look for the big yellow sign of Strut Insurance Services.
Cornerstone Ag is committed to the Northwest Kansas community because we're proud to be a part of it. At Cornerstone Ag, the staff works hard. Your local answer to all of your grain storage and handling needs, as well as a great local marketing resource. Their service is fast and friendly, with questions being answered on-site by their professionals. During non-peak times, they can even assist you with pickup and delivery services. Cornerstone Ag where local customer service is not just a priority, it's the only way they'll do business.
Now back to more of the Eagles on radio on 100.3 The Rise.
Welcome back. 23-14 the score. Colby with a 9-point lead over Goodland. Cowgirls with the basketball out of the timeout. Goodland swinging it around on the right side. Ball, they're trying to get it in underneath. Kennedy Stanley was in position and caught that, and then was hit from behind. And they're going to call this on Goodland. It's on Kerrigan Rudolph, her first. And that's just the second team foul on Goodland. Seek will check into the ball game for Goodland. Rudolph will come out. Colby with a 9-point lead. And the basketball.
Second team foul against the Cowgirls there in the first half.
Goodland will set up in their man-to-man defense now. Colby with it. Hallie Vaughn drives. Looks underneath. Stanley left wide open for an easy 2. Kennedy Stanley with 4 points in the game. And the Eagle lead is now 11 with 4:50 to go in the second quarter. Cowgirls with it. Duell kicks it over on the right side to Drennan. Now top left. Nice little head fake and move to the right. Not there. They'll kick it out to Duell. Her jumper is no good. Rebound pulled down by Drennan. Kicks it out. Here's a jumper on the way for 2. Foot was on the line. Long shot for Kirsten Kent, but it will count as just 2. 25-16. We'll be back to a 9-point lead. Eagles with it on the right side. Hallie Vaughn gets a screen. Pulls up for 3 and knocks it down. Hallie Vaughn with a 3-point bucket. She's got 11 in the game now. 28-16. The Eagles with their biggest lead of the night now at 12. Goodland swinging it around here, trying to find an opening on the baseline. Not there. Now they'll kick it into the lane, and nice shot by Duell. Jesse Duell from the free throw line hits the bucket. 28-18. Colby up 10. 3:48 to go, second quarter. 3-pointer by Jones, top of the key, bouncing, no good. Rebound was in the hands of Kennedy Stanley, and she has it knocked loose, and she comes to the floor without the basketball, and it goes out of bounds to Goodland. Good effort by Stanley, got great positioning, but had 3 defenders around her when she caught it, and then just had nowhere to go. (28-18) the score. Goodland with the basketball. They'll shoot one underneath here, and Brooke Drennan had her shot blocked by Jones. Cowgirls with another substitution. Emma Lehman checks back into the ball game. Kirsten Kent will come out. Cowgirls lob it in to Seek. Her shot is up and no good. Colby away with the rebound. Stanley came up with it. Foss to Stanley, top of the key. Over to Brooklyn Jones on the top left side. Jones, skip pass. Vaughn catches with time to shoot. 3-pointer short, and it's out of bounds off the head of Seek for Goodland. And Colby will get it on the sideline here out of bounds. Eagles leading by 10, 28-18. Eagles looking to get it in. Foss, top of the key to Stevens. Jill turns, fires, and knocks down the long 3. 9 points for Stevens, and a 30-second timeout called by Goodland. Third timeout taken by the Cowboys in this game, as they're trying to make, Cowgirls I should say, as they're trying to make some changes here. Colby's done a good job of moving it around against the zone and finding open looks. Goodland man-to-man for a while in there, and the Eagles were dominating with the pick and roll early in the game. Shots are going here in the second quarter for Colby. Colby, 18 points in the first quarter of the game tonight. Goodland will get the basketball out of the timeout underneath the Colby goal. Eagles will fall back into their zone. Cowgirls will take it all the way up the floor. Nice job. Brooke Drennan just drives all the way up on the right side and scores it. 6 points in this second quarter for Goodland. Colby's had a great second quarter already with 13. Eagles with it. Brooklyn Jones over to Foss. Finds Vaughn in the corner for three. Another one. Hallie Vaughn with that one. She's got 14 points in the game now. And that is the Eagle lead at 14, 34-20. Cowgirls on the other end looking for an opening. Top right side. Lehman with it. Now jumper from the left elbow doesn't go for Durrell. Seek with the putback attempt doesn't go. And Kennedy Stanley pulls down the board for Colby. Eagles with it up the floor. Right side. Vaughn left open. Same spot. This time the result is a miss, but Stevens comes up with a rebound on the other end. Finds Foss. Back to Stevens. She'll fire a three. That one's short and off the rim, out of bounds. Good look. Just didn't get it to go. Cowgirls with a couple of substitutions. Hahn and Bierman check back into the game.
And Sydney Hahn check in for the Goodland Cowgirls.
Goodland will take it up the floor here. Swing it over on the left side, and Vaughn steps into the passing lane and gets the steal for Colby. Hallie takes it all the way off the glass. Doesn't go. Didn't get the foul. And the bucket hopped off the rim. Cowgirls swinging it around. Top of the key. Top left side now. Hahn drives. First shot no good. Gets her own rebound and has her putback blocked by Kennedy Stanley out of bounds. Good defense by Stanley underneath on both of those shots. Cowgirls with a substitution. Seek's going to come out of the lineup, and back into the game is Kerrigan Rudolph. Colby will put Brielle Bangy back into the game, replacing Foss. Bangy has 2 fouls on the night, so needs to be careful there. Goodland with it. Jumper on the right side, no good. Rebound pulled down by Vaughn. Gets it to Bangy. Brooklyn right side to Jones. Now Stevens. Jones thinks about the three, doesn't have it. Back out to Brielle Bangy. Now Jones on the right corner. Little head fake. Looking for Brielle Bangy. And it throws it over her head. So a little miscue there. Down to 33 seconds left in the second quarter. Colby up by 14, 34-20. Cowgirls moving it around here on the top. They'll take a contested three by Hahn. It's no good. Rebound battle for. We're going to have a whistle and a foul. And they're going to give her free throws. Charge on Jill Stevens, her first. 7th team foul.
2 shots going.
And they call it a shooting foul. First free throw's up and good. Bierman with the bucket. That's her first point of the game. Into the lineup for the Cowgirls is Drennan. Goodland going with a little smaller lineup again because Colby going to try to play for the last shot, and we're going to have a whistle and a lane violation on Goodland. Didn't go in, but would not have counted anyway. For Bierman. Eagles looking, they'll get it in to Stevens. Now on the left side to Jones. Brooklyn fires a three, no good. Rebound in and out of the hands of Hallie Vaughn, and now a jump ball called. And this will go to Goodland on the alternating possession with 6 seconds to go in the half. Colby going to get into their press defense here. Goodland gets it across, and they'll fire up a shot at the end of the half that's no good from way outside on the right. 34-21, Colby on top. At the end of the second quarter of play, we'll take a break, come back to the start of our halftime show. After this word from our sponsors, you're listening to Eagles on Radio and Colby Basketball on 100.3 The Ride.
Next Tech Wireless has plans for every lifestyle, including our new and improved Advanced Pay Plan. Get the nationwide coverage and data you want without a commitment. Plans start at $30 per month, and you can get unlimited everything for as low as $35 per month. Activate a new Advanced Pay Plan and receive a free Moto G4 Plus. Or receive your first month free when you purchase a new phone, or bring your own phone. Choose the season for saving. Visit Next Tech Wireless today. Certain restrictions apply.
Did you know that your body contains over 40 billion working parts and the nervous system acts as a communication speedway? Sometimes there's no warning when a problem is ahead, and a chiropractor can help determine if there's any interference in this great nerve network. In most cases, chiropractic care can eliminate the cause of your pain. Call Northwest Kansas Chiropractic at 460-0332. That's 460-0332. Or visit us online at nwkchiro.com. I'm Dr. Griggs, inviting you to stop by and see us and start feeling better today.
The Colby Free Press brings residents of Thomas County news, pictures, and commentary on the happenings, issues, and events that impact the lives of residents of Thomas County. The Colby Free Press is informative and affordable. The Colby Free Press is a local daily newspaper that has earned a great reputation for journalistic excellence and extensive knowledge of the local communities of Colby, Rexford, Brewster, and surrounding communities.
This month, Colby Dodge is celebrating Ram Power Days, Jeep Adventure Days. What does this mean to you? Discounts up to $4,000 on select new Jeeps and discounts up to $10,000 on select Ram trucks. We have the sale prices posted, so drive by and check them out today. Many programs are in effect this month at Colby Dodge. Stop in and check with the salesperson to see if you qualify for additional discounts.
Thank you.
Check us out online at colbydodge.com or in person at Exit 53 I-70, Colby, Kansas.
This time of the year can get a little stressful on your finances. If you're in the need for any type of loan, come in and talk to their local grown loan officer at the People's State Bank. They live in this area, so they know this area. They pride themselves on getting you the fastest response possible. Since most of them have been in business or have come off the farm, they really do know the local ag economy. They want to take this time and thank you for your patronage to the People's State Bank. Locations in Colby, Oakley, Hoxie, Goodland, and McDonald. The People's State Bank, member FDIC.
Back to you in 30.
All right.
Strong communities start with strong connections. Every bolt, every beam, and every handshake. Each connection a strong one. When you work with a Butler builder, you're building on more than concrete and steel. You're building on knowledge and expertise with people you trust.
Oh, no problem.
Your assessment has done the shooting.
We'll be tight here next week when we're here, too. Because I'll have Rich here, too.
Different strong connections.
There's two of us. That's
for your business.
Now back to more of the Eagles on radio on 100.3 The Ride.
Welcome back, 34-21 the score at the end of the first half for play. The Eagles on top by 13. Great second quarter for the Eagles tonight, offensively and defensively, as they outscored the Goodland Cowgirls 16-7 in the second quarter of the ball game after outscoring them 18-14 in the first quarter of the game tonight. The Eagles' offense much better here this evening, starting to hit some shots. We struggled a little bit the first couple days of this tournament, but we're seeing the shots going a little bit better here today, which is what we're accustomed to seeing for the Lady Eagles. Good first half of play, too, by Stevens and Vaughn. The two combining for over 20 points in the first half of the ball game for the Eagles. This is the Cornerstone Ag Halftime Show, brought to you by Cornerstone Ag, there for your grain storage, marketing, handling needs. See Eric Sperber and his crew today, and they will help you. I tell you what, they are great when it comes to marketing your grain. Tremendous facility that they continue to upgrade, improve, and expand over the years to help make the experience easier for you, because look, they all know the longer you're sitting there, the less time you can be in the field. They want you to be able to get in and out quickly and keep the combines rolling. So they have made that facility state of the art and continue to improve so that they can help you get your harvest done on time. Cornerstone Ag, they bring you our halftime show tonight here on 100.3 The Ride. Well, looking at the first half statistics in this game, we'll start with scoring for the two teams. And for the Goodland Cowgirls, they got their 21 points this way. 8 points from Tage Weeder in the game. Had a couple of three-pointers in there. Outside of that, 4 points from Kerrigan Rudolph, 2 from Kirsten Kent, 2 from Brooke Drennan, and 2 from Jessie Duwell, 1 from Michaela Bierman. For the Colby Eagles, Hallie Vaughn led the way, 14 points for Vaughn in the first half of the ball game, 9 for Jill Stevens, 4 points for Kennedy Stanley, and 2 points from Brielle Bangy in the first half of the game. Cowgirls were 8 of 26 from the field at 31%. Colby was 13 of 29 at 45%. Goodland was 3 of 7 from 3 at 43%. Colby was 6 of 9 from 7 of 20, I should say. 6 of 9 from the field, 7 of 20 from three-point territory at 35%. The Eagles were 1 for 1 from the free throw line. Goodland 2 of 3. Neither team getting to the line very much in that first half. Rebounding in the contest tonight, Goodland had 7 offensive boards, 9 defensive, total of 16. Colby 2 offensive, 9 defensive, total of 11 in the first half. The Eagles had 8 assists in the first half of the game. They're doing a great job of distributing the basketball. 5 steals for Colby as well in the first half. Goodland with 2 assists and 1 steal in the first half of the ball game. 8 turnovers by the Cowgirls, 3 by Colby in the first half of the game. The score 34-21. The Eagles on top by 13. As we get set for the second half coming up here in just a few minutes. And then, of course, our men's third-place game with Colby in action against Ray coming up in a little bit as well. You're listening to coverage of the 30th Annual Topside Tip-Off. This is the Cornerstone Ag Halftime Show on 100.3 The Ride. Second half coming up next.
Local farmers and businesses are the backbone of our community. They provide jobs to local people and supply our community for service. Here at Farmers Merchants Bank, we invest heavily in the community for the future of it. Last year alone, our bank participated and sponsors over 100 events representing over 50 groups and service organizations. If you ever wonder where your deposits go, just look around. Our name says it all. Farmers and Merchants together make a difference. We'd like to encourage you to shop and bank locally. Farmers and Merchants Bank, member FDIC.
Here at McKee Incorporated, we're proud to offer service you can trust, along with Lennox products that can help keep you comfortable and save you money. This fall, McKee Incorporated is offering up to $1,500 in rebates on brand new Lennox systems. So call us today at 785-462-3132. McKee Incorporated, proudly offering Lennox products. Just another way we make you feel better.
For one-stop shopping in Colby, Kansas, don't forget about Colby's Walmart. Walmart in Colby has a great selection of grocery items in the store. From meat to macaroni, they've got it in the grocery department of Walmart. And, of course, all the latest movies on DVD or Blu-ray, as well as your favorite PlayStation or Wii games. Walmart in Colby also has clothes, dog food, and, of course, the pharmacy there to serve you as well. Walmart of Colby, proud to be part of the community and proud to support local high school student athletes. For all your one-stop shopping, it's Walmart in Colby.
Hi, I'm Dr. Mark Dunlop. I'm excited to be practicing chiropractic again here in Colby. My new office is 480 North Franklin in downtown Colby, right next to Goulash. I'd like to help you with your general wellness, including low force adjustments, acupuncture, nutritional protocols, and Graston techniques to help with muscle relief and quicker healing. Call me at Gunlock Chiropractic today to schedule an appointment at 269-9565. That's 269-9565. El Dos de Oros has moved to its new location at 1921 South Range in Colby. They've got the same amazing dishes with authentic south-of-the-border flavor. Same wonderful staff making sure to provide a personal experience every time you dine in. And, of course, you can still find dozens of flavors of frozen margaritas. Stop by their new location and enjoy some great authentic Mexican-style cuisine. Now, right next door to Horshland at 1921 South Range in Colby, it's El Dos de Oros.
With high plates go up, it's great to know.
Back to you in 30.
Thank you.
Co-op with locations in Oxy, Dresden, Rainfield, Gem, Alford, Park, Selden, and in Levant. They're here to give you the service you deserve. Paint, fuel, and feed needs. Check out their website, highplacecoop.com, for up-to-date market standing with you. High Plains Co-op.
Now back to more of the Eagles on radio on 100.3 The Rise.
All right, ready for half number 2 here tonight. Colby and Goodland in the third place game of the topside tip-off. It'll be Colby basketball to start the third quarter. They lead by 13, 34-21. Foss will inbound to Colby, gets it into Jones, who's on the floor with Stevens, Stanley, and Vaughn. Eagles with it. Here's a turnaround shot. Baseline knocked down by Jill Stevens. 11 for Stevens in the game.
2 points, Jill Stevens for Colby.
And the Eagles on top by 15 now. Cowgirls with it. Here's a turnaround jumper by Duell from the left elbow. And it does not go. Rebound pulled down by Stanley. Stanley up the floor to Stevens. And a reach-in foul on Goodland. This will be on Duell. Her first. First foul of the half for either team.
Against Goodland, Jesse Duell, her first. The Cowgirls first of the half.
Colby will inbound. It's Foss to throw it in. Finds Vaughn. Now back to Foss. Fires a three and knocks it down. Third Eagle player to hit a three in the game so far. Brittany Foss with that one, her first points of the night, and the Eagles on top 39-21. Cowgirls with it now. Jumper on the left side does not go. Rebound battled for. And a foul going to be called on Goodland. This will be on Kerrigan Rudolph, I believe. Yep. And that is her second, team's second of the half. 39-21, Colby with the lead of the basketball. Colby across midcourt. Stevens in the corner to Jones. Now to Stevens, back to Jones. Lines up for three, knocks it down. Brooklyn Jones, her second three of the game. Actually, there's 4 Eagles that have hit threes in the game. Colby on top 21, 42-21. Goodland with it now. Cowgirls in the corner, they'll fire a three. That is off the mark. Rebound pulled down by Goodland. Cowgirls with a jumper in the lane. Good and a foul. Brooklyn Jones going to get called for her second personal foul. Kristen Kent with the bucket, Brooke Drennan with the bucket, and we'll go to the line looking for the three-point play.
Now one team go here in the second half.
Cowgirls with the substitutions. Emma Lehman checks into the game, as does Perry Seek.
We have one shot coming following the main basket.
Free throw is no good. Rebound pulled down by Colby. Eagles will take it up the floor. Jill Stevens. Left side to Dodson, who's checked in for Colby. McKenzie outside to Hallie Vaughn. 2 players on Vaughn immediately. Finds Kennedy Stanley. Back to Vaughn. Open, top of the key for three. Not going to go this time. Rebound pulled down by Perry Seek, and she throws it away. Throws it away, trying to get it into the hands of Bierman. And miscommunication, I think, there between Bierman and Drennan as to who was supposed to get that, and it just goes away into the Colby bench. So Colby will inbound in front of their own bench. Eagles with it. Foss catches, fires a three. This one's off the mark. Rebound pulled down by Goodland. Cowgirls will take it up the floor. 42-23. Colby on top. Goodland with it. Driving to the paint that time. Turnaround shot up and no good. Off the mark by Sydney Hahn. Colby with the board. Eagles will take it across midcourt. Left side. Dodson. Underneath to Stanley. Outside. Foss for three. Not going to get it. Rebound pulled down by Stanley. And Kennedy is fouled as she tries to kick it over. Looking for Vaughn, who was open on the top right. This one charged to Bierman, her first. Third team foul on Goodland of the half.
Third team foul against the Goodland Cowgirls.
Colby inbounded underneath. Foss to throw it in. Gets it into Stevens. Now Foss in the corner. Underneath to Stanley back to Foss, fires a three. No good. Rebound pulled down by Joe Stevens. Putback is no good. Stanley with a rebound. That one goes. Kennedy Stanley with 6 points in the game. 44-23. The Eagle lead 21. 5 minutes to go, third quarter. Colby has outscored Goodland 10-2 here in the first 3 minutes of the second half, and now another turnover by Goodland. Stevens knocked it loose. Dodson got the steal. Foss up the floor. Outside, three-pointer on the way, short. Rebound pulled down by Goodland as Dodson unable to hit that one. And the Cowgirls will set things up here. Left side against the zone. Skip pass over on the right. A little high, but able to come up with it was Drennan. Drennan kicks it over top right. Bierman, left side down, into the hands of Lehman on the baseline. Doesn't have it. Kicks it back outside to Hahn. Goodland continuing to move it around against the zone of Colby. Skip pass on the right side. Hahn catches and loses it. Out of bounds. It'll be Colby basketball. Foss came over on the help side D, and Hahn kind of hesitated there and lost the ball. Eagles will get it back here, leading by 21. 4:13 to go in the third. Colby with it. Joe Stevens in an open three on the left side. That one in and out. Rebound pulled down by Dodson. Dodson back out to Stevens. Head fake. Gets it to Foss, top of the key for three. Knocks it down. Foss with the three-point bucket. Whitney with 6 points in the game. 47-23 the score. Goodland back with it. Cowgirls continuing to just swing it around, looking for an open shot. Nice little head fake and a drive by Goodland here, but Seek with the shot no good underneath. Rebound pulled down by Hahn, and free throws are upcoming. Here's Colby going to commit a foul, I believe, on Dodson. So, yeah, Mackenzie Dodson with the foul, her first. Second foul of the half on Colby.
Second team foul.
Hahn to shoot two. First one is good.
We have one shot coming.
Shields will come in for Stevens. Bangy in for Vaughn. With 3:34 to go here in the third. Colby up 23.
Also takes Peter returns for the Cowgirls.
Free throws good. Hahn hits them both. Her first 2 points of the game. Goodland trying to inbound there. It's Colby ball. Dodson to Foss. Foss up the floor. 2-3 zone from Goodland. Bangy underneath. Trying to get it out to Dodson in midcourt. It goes across the timeline. Hahn comes up with the basketball. And a foul called on the shot that time. And she's going to go to the line to shoot. Looked like Colby backed off on that one, but Dodson apparently got a piece of the arm. So Hahn, who just knocked down 2 free throws on the last possession, will shoot a couple more here. And this one drew nothing. Came up very short. And that's one you can tell Hahn knew it the second it left her hand. Second attempt. Off the back of the rim, no good. So made 2 in a row, missed 2 in a row. Eagles with the basketball. Stanley across midcourt. And a backcourt violation on the Eagles. Threw it to Foss before Foss got across the timeline. Whitney did a good job of just jumping to try to get there, but both officials were all over that one. Goodland basketball. Floater on the right side is good. Nice job by Drennan. Just comes off a screen to the right side. Defender coming from Colby. She puts a little floater up and she goes through the paint from just inside the free throw line, and that went in. Nice looking shot. 47-27. The Eagle lead cut to 20. They've led by as many as 24 in this game. Eagles with it. Dodson to Foss. Shields To Bangy, right side Foss again. Dodson underneath, skips it up. Bangy open, top of the key for three. In and out, no good. Rebound and a foul call on Stanley for going over the back, I believe. And Colby with a bunch of subs getting set to check in. Stanley, that was her second personal. And the fourth on Colby here in the half. Dodson, Bangy, and Stanley will come out. On the floor for Colby right now. Vaughn, Jones, Stevens, Shields, and Foss, the five on the floor. Goodland trying to get it inside. Ball knocked loose. Goodland comes up with it on the floor. Hahn with a jumper on the left baseline. That's good. Sydney Hahn with her first field goal of the game. Fourth point of the night. 47-29, the Eagle lead. 18 points. Colby with it. Vaughn, left side to Jones. Jones swinging it over on the right side. This is Stevens for three. Can't hit. Rebound pulled down by Foss. Foss to Jones. Now to Foss on the left side. And Foss will just clear it up top of the key and reset the offense. Stevens to Vaughn. Back to Stevens at the elbow. Top of the key, Jones. Right side. Foss underneath finds Hallie Vaughn. Her shot is no good, but Stevens fights to get the rebound again. Colby with it. We have a whistle and a foul on Goodland. And we'll see who the guilty party is on this one. That one charged to Cure, her first personal foul. Fourth on Goodland. Goodland will put Kirsten Kent back into the ball game. Eagles with it. Hallie Vaughn catches the inbound, gets it to Foss in the corner. 1-3, decides against it. Gets it right side to Stevens. Now left side Vaughn with time. Shoots the three. It's short. Rebound battled for and pulled down by Goodland. Colby a little flat here in the second half. Shouldn't say that. The start of the third quarter was really good, but here as of late. Jump ball called on the other end of the floor. It stays with Goodland. Foss tied it up. Cowgirls are inbound under their own goal. Passes into the right side. Three-pointer. Not going to go for Hahn. Cowgirls come up with the board. Hahn with it on the right side. Top left now to Kent. Back to Hahn on the top right. Now in the corner. Tage Weeder. Weeder picks up her dribble. Finds Kent. Now Bierman. Now Kent. Kind of a little playing game to catch her. Now they get it in the paint, which is what they were wanting to Laura Cure, and she throws one up. No good. Rebound pulled down by Colby. Eagles with the basketball. Left side, Jill Stevens. To Jones in the left corner. Now to Foss. Foss to Shields outside. Vaughn pulled up for three. Long one, no good. And the rebound's going to go out of bounds to Goodland. 47-29 the score. Colby with the lead by 18 over Goodland. And led by as many as 24. Cowgirls with the basketball. 7 seconds to work with. 4 seconds to work with. 2 seconds to get it to midcourt. Hahn does not get a shot off in time. 47-29 the score. Colby on top. At the end of the third quarter. Fourth quarter coming up after this word from our sponsors. You're listening to the Eagles on radio and Colby basketball at 100.3 The Ride.
Welcome to McDonald's. May I take your order?
Yeah, I'll take a small Coke.
And I'll have a large, please.
No, you can get any size Coke for just $1, right?
So, a small Coke is just $1?
And the large?
Okay.
We are different size. Sorry, you got excited again.
It's nice getting any size bang for your buck. So come into McDonald's and get an ice cold, delicious any size Coke for just $1. A la carte only. Price and participation may vary. Hi, this is Sarah Stegan with Farm Credit of Western Kansas and Colby. At Farm Credit, we support rural communities and agriculture with reliable, consistent credit and financial services. Farm Credit's mission is providing farmers and ranchers with the capital they need to make their business successful. And because it's steady flow of credit means more jobs and economic growth, Farm Credit is helping invest in the vibrancy of your local community. See me on Wednesdays at RM Jakeway Abstract in St. Francis, or call me at 785-462-1116.
Now back to more of the Eagles on radio on 100.3 The Ride.
Welcome back. Eagles with the basketball to start the fourth quarter. Leading 47-29. Colby gets the inbound pass in to Foss. Foss to Jones. Looking underneath, and Stevens was open, and the pass just too high. So back to Goodland it'll go. Cowgirls will take it up the floor. Top right side. Down the top left. Bierman. Over to Hahn. Pull up on the baseline. No good. Good rebound on the backside. And now reach in on that. Boy, we thought we were going to get a jump ball. But they're going to call that a reach in, I think, on Stanley. Third personal.
Going against Colby's Kennedy Stanley.
15th foul.
15 fouls against the Lady Eagles.
And back to Goodland it goes. Cowgirls inbound pass tipped. And now a foul on Colby. This is on Foss. And Foss tipped that and was trying to get the basketball. So was the Goodland player, and Foss fell into her. So Brittany will get that foul. That is her second personal foul.
Foul number 2 returns to Colby's Brittany Foss. Now 6
Goodland.
against the Eagles.
Inbound pass is in. Hahn with a jumper from the free throw line. No good. Stevens with a rebound for Colby. Joe pushes the pace for Colby. Gets it up the floor. Right side, Foss. In the corner for Vaughn. Now to Foss. Left side, Stevens to Jones on the top left. Back to Foss on the top of the key. Jones with it again. Now Stevens in the left corner. Jill bounces it over, trying to get it to Foss, but it's knocked out of bounds. Colby with the inbound pass. Top of the key. Right side, Stevens open for three. No good. Stanley with a nice rebound. Her putback doesn't go. But a foul's been called, and Kennedy Stanley is going to shoot a couple of free throws for Colby. Foul charge to Rudolph. That's her third.
Third personal foul against Goodland's Kerrigan Rudolph. Now 5 teams and 19 fouls against the Goodland.
Stanley to shoot for Colby. Right-hander puts it up. And good. Kennedy was 7 points in the game tonight. That was her first free throw attempt of the evening. Second attempt. Also good. Kennedy hits them both. 8 points for Stanley in the game. Colby's lead back up to 20. Again, they led by as many as 24 at one point in time in that third quarter. Goodland with a turnover here on the other end. Colby's going to inbound on the baseline. They just threw it out of bounds. So Colby with the lead in the basketball. Across midcourt, Joe Stevens to Hallie Vaughn. In the right corner to Foss. Now to Stevens, back to Foss. Brittany now puts the dribble down, has it knocked away and out of bounds. Quick hands there for the Cowgirls, Michaela Bierman. And Colby going to inbound here in front of the Goodland bench. The Cowgirls take a timeout here. And I believe Goodland's down to their final timeout. This is just a 30, so we'll keep it here. But I believe Goodland is down to their final timeout. Colby used one in the first half and have not used any here in the second half of the game. 6:23 to go in the contest. Colby up 20. Third place game here in Goodland. These two teams will meet again in less than a week. Colby goes home next week. They'll have the Hayes High Indians in town on Tuesday, and then they come back here to Goodland for a conference game next Friday night. Foss to inbound for Colby. To Stanley. Foss handing it off here to Jones. And now over to Hallie Vaughn, and a foul called on Goodland. Reach-in foul. Or was it? Not sure what they stopped it for. We didn't indicate a foul. They did. It was the lob goes on the inbound to Jill Stevens, who catches and scores. Hahn was called for that foul, her first. Both teams with 6 fouls here in the second half. Colby up 51-29. Here's one knocked loose in the paint. Foss comes up with the steal off of the tip from Stevens. Jones across midcourt with the basketball for Colby. Left side to Foss. Foss to Stanley. Now Vaughn. Hallie driving, takes it all the way and scores. First points of the second half for Hallie Vaughn, but she's got 16 of the game, leading all scorers. And Colby back to a 24-point lead. This is, again, a tie for their biggest lead of the night. And here's a steal by Vaughn, who's going to try to make it 2 points more. She takes it all the way up and misses the lay-in. Vaughn was coming out of bounds, inbounds, and had not reestablished herself there when the rebound was tipped by Stevens to her, so that turns it over to Goodland. But an open lay-in, and Vaughn just missed it. Not something we see very often from Hallie, but we've seen a lot in this tournament from Colby. The girls missed a lot of chip shots. Cowgirl basketball, Vaughn double teamed by Foss and Stanley. And there's going to be a 5-second call. Great job. Vaughn had nowhere to go, turns it over. Colby's going to put Bangy, Shields, and Donson into the ball game. Vaughn and Stanley stay out there.
Mackenzie Donson checking back in for Colby, along with Freya Bangy.
Colby with it, under 5 to go in the game now. Leading by 24. Shields into Stanley. Stanley back out to Shields, fires a 3, top of the key, doesn't go. Stanley with a rebound, gets it to Vaughn. Vaughn fires a 3, that doesn't go. A little bit short off the rim, and the rebound pulled down by Goodland this time in the hands of Bierman. And now stolen away on the other end. Kennedy Stanley gets the steal. Up the floor, finds Vaughn. Hallie trying to spin in the lane. We're going to have a reach-in foul called on Bierman. Second on Kayla Bierman. That is the 7th team foul. So Colby in the bonus now will shoot a one-on-one.
Foul number 2 charged to Kayla Bierman.
Goodland with a substitution. Colby Perryman into the lineup for the Cowgirls. Free throw on the way for Vaughn on the one-on-one. No good. Battles and gets her own rebound. And then Vaughn drives in underneath for Colby and has it knocked loose. Just didn't have the numbers there after getting that. Goodland with the basketball now. Cowgirls trying to lob it underneath, knocked away by Stanley, now knocked away by Shields. It's out of bounds. Jones getting set to check back in for Colby. Cowgirls with it in the corner. Hahn into the ball game. Back outside to Weeder. Now back to Hahn, who drives and scores. Very nice take there by Sydney Hahn. 6 points for Hahn in the game. 53-31 the score. Colby with a 22-point lead and the ball. Eagles with it, a reach-in foul. Jones was driving around the top, and Kirsten Kent with a foul, her second. 8th team foul, again Colby bonus, so a one-on-one opportunity here for Mackenzie Dodson. Free throw up and no good. Rebound by Colby's Kennedy Stanley, and she's fouled. And now she'll shoot a couple. That foul charge to Seek, her first. 9th team foul on Goodland, so Colby will be in the double bonus the remainder of the game. Free throw for Stanley, no good. Kennedy was 2 for 2 from the free throw line before that miss. And now 2 of 3. But she hits this 3 of 4 in the game, not bad, 75%. 8 points for Stanley in the game, 54-13. 23-point Colby lead with 3 minutes to go. Goodland being patient here, just kind of swinging it around. And here's one knocked loose by Jones, stolen by Shields, who doesn't have the numbers and tries to stop him. Hit the brakes, but didn't have the ball with her when she did. Lost it out of bounds. Kind of a frustrating one for her. Right decision to stop, just didn't hang on to it. Goodland set here offensively. Cowgirls swinging it around. They start to drive and got a whistle and a foul on Colby. Goodland in the bonus now, so the Cowgirls will shoot. One-on-one opportunity here for Brooke Drennan.
Number 11, Brooklyn Jones for third personal. 7. Team foul against Colby.
Foul on Jones, that's 3 on her. 23-point Colby lead here with 2:45 to go. The bucket is no good. We had, it was good, but it's not going to count. Lane violation on the Cowgirls. Colby taking it up the floor here. Jones to Stanley. Little pick and roll. Jones catches and scores. 10 points for Brooklyn Jones in the game, and Colby up 25. Now their lead of the night. 56-31 is that score. Goodland with 2:16 to go in the game, just swinging it around against the zone of Colby. Looking for an opening, trying to catch Colby in the rotation there. Cowgirls trying to get it underneath, it's stolen away. Dodson comes up with a steal for Colby. Gets it to Bangy. Bangy's going to take it across midcourt for Colby and set up the offense here. Brooklyn underneath at the pick and roll, and Stanley stopped. Kennedy Stanley stopped there, and Bangy threw it where she would have been. It looks like a bad pass by Bangy, but it really wasn't her fault at all. Miscommunication between her and Stanley. Cowgirls with it on the other end off the Eagle turnover. Minute 37 to go in the game. Colby leading by 25. Goodland. Top of the key. Carmichael passes it off. He's trying to swing it inside. The ball knocked up and loose. Picked up by the Cowgirls. Goodland. Ball in the hands of Amthor, who's into the game. Feeds it underneath. Seek. Her shot no good. Putback by Seek is no good. Colby with the rebound. And here's Jones getting back behind the defense. Misses the lay-in. Putback attempt by Dodson is no good, but it draws contact and a foul coming. 2 free throws upcoming here for Mackenzie Dodson. Foul is the second on Seek.
Second personal, the Cowgirls 10.
Dodson, free throw up and no good. McKenzie looking for her first points of the game. Sets. And no good. Rebound, Kennedy Stanley. Her putback doesn't go. Good effort by Stanley. And Goodland away with the ball, up the floor. 40 seconds to go in the game. Here's the three-pointer. Good. Natalie Amthor with the three-point bucket. 56-34 the score. Colby across midcourt. Jones to Shields. Dodson over to Bangy on the top left. 15 seconds to go. Eagles get a screen for Jones. 8 seconds to go. Back to Stanley. Back to Jones. 2 seconds. 1. Ball game. 56-34. Colby gets the win. And the Eagles advance, or I should say, come away with the third place here at the annual Topside Tip-Off Tournament. As Colby gets the win 56-34 over Goodland. And take a break. Come back and break this game down after a word from our sponsors. You're listening to the Eagles on radio and Colby Basketball on 100.3 The Ride.
Everyone has regrets.